Hi, this is Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I'm joined today by Cosmo and the Cosmonaut. Hey guys, how are you?
Hi, John. Nice
It's
to meet you.
great to see you. It's actually Nigel and Cosmo, and it's great to have you on our show, guys. And I really appreciate the fact that we're going to share some of your music right now with our audience that you can find on your YouTube channel. So if it's cool with you, we're going to listen to the track of Ultra Minga. Is that cool?
Ultra Mega, it's called.
Ultra Mega. Let's listen now to
Ultra
Ultra
Mega.
Mega from Cosmo and the Cosmonaut.
Ultra mega yum yum, it's ultra mega. 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 Tofu burgers, ultra mega. Tortellini, ultra mega. Yogurt, ultra mega. Muffins, ultra mega. Vegan hot dogs, ultra mega. Falafel, ultra mega. Pumpkin soup, ultra mega. Peanut butter, ultra mega. Ultra mega yum yum, it's 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 ultra mega.
Hey guys, powerful, really cool electronic sounds and design and composition. And so I'm looking forward to hearing, about your journey as artist. Where are you guys from and how'd you get this whole musical concept put together?
So, well, I was born here.
In Berlin.
I'm in Berlin, right?
In Berlin?
Yeah, in Berlin.
Okay.
And my father comes out of New Zealand.
Yeah, I'm originally from New Zealand.
Oh, no kidding.
I moved here about 10 years ago when my son was born here.
I see. Fabulous. Well, guys, there's so much education we could receive from your backgrounds and where you're from. And so at any rate, when you decided to put together your hearts and brains to make this music happen, were there other kinds of artists that you watched along the way that helped influence your sound?
Well, like Peter Fox and
Yeah, Peter Fox is a German rapper.
Cool.
And he was in a very famous band called Seed, and he's my favorite German artist.
Oh,
So I played it a lot to Cosmo. So he didn't really grow up on normal kids music like nursery rhymes and stuff. Because I'm a producer, I DJ sometimes. So he was on a diet of electronic music from very early on.
Right.
So he was listening to same music as me. So Kraftwerk, you like
yes,
Kraftwerk? Fat Freddy's Drop is a famous New Zealand band. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Cool.
Fat Freddy's Drop.
I am definitely receiving an education now about these kinds of artists that have inspired you guys. I really appreciate it. Now I'll go and discover them, because you turned me on to them. So thanks for that, And Cosmo, you really have come up with an education from your dad, and also your own talent has come through in your productions. So, tell me about that. Like, when you're making your music, is there any kind of inspiration that comes up? Like, you know what I mean? Do you feel energy from it? Kind of like when you play outside or do other kinds of things that make you joyful. What is it that you love about music?
well, it's just fun to listen to, and it really can bring up your mood. And sometimes there are like messages in the music that might be good. Well, mostly I like music with the good messages.
I love that, Cosmo. That's cool.
And when we make music together, like, how do you feel when we're making music?
Well, it's just fun bringing out the message that we care about climate change and other things. Yeah.
Yeah, you're using your artist voice to help create positive change in the world, huh? So you're bringing attention to climate change and some of those things that that affect us all, and that's really kind of a beautiful responsibility that you're taking seriously as an artist to to elevate consciousness about these kinds of issues. So thanks, Cosmo.
Well,
that is dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not all serious big world climate change stuff. There's songs about our favorite food. One of the most popular songs from our first album, I can show it to you.
Please
we got some vinyl made recently.
Cool. Ultra mega.
And one of the songs that the other kids, Cosmo's friends, really like is called "Shut Up."
Is that right?
And, he wrote all the words. He wrote that one, and that song came about because Cosmo had a little phase where he liked to tell me to shut up. So I'm like, brush your teeth, shut up, or finish your veggies, shut up. So I was like, well, and this is sort of my style of parenting. If I told my parents to shut up when I was a kid, I would have been in big trouble.
That's right. That would not go.
Would be straight to bed, forget about dessert. But my approach is more like, well, I can see you like saying shut up to me right now. So how about we write a song called Shut Up? And in the song, you can say shut up to me as much as you like, because it's just a song. It's play acting. It's not
me telling him to shut up.
Yeah. So in the song, he actually gets to say shut up to me, I think 49 times.
That must have been fun, Cosmo. And I love it, and I love that your music has these different themes that are fun and relatable, and favorite foods, and it's very cool, Nigel. And also I really appreciate the kind of upbringing that Cosmo is receiving from you, which is kind of alternative and dynamic because of your musical background and your passions. And I think Cosmo is really fortunate for that. And he has his own energy, of course, but it's nice to have an old man that he can also treat you like a contemporary, a colleague, a partner in music. And I think that's really powerful stuff, because Cosmo is an ancient soul. You know what I mean? Just like you are, Nigel. So at any rate, I appreciate you guys a lot. Now, here's the question I have now. What's cooking? What's going on? What's happening on your social channels that you want to promote here coming up?
Well, we're soon releasing another album.
Yeah. All right.
Our second album. We released the first single quite recently, and it's called Goodbye Lockdown. Actually, John, that's the one you should play after Ultra Mega. Goodbye Lockdown.
Okay, Goodbye Lockdown.
That's our latest single.
Well, I'm gonna love to share that then.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, but here in Germany, we had a pretty long lockdown this year.
With COVID, yeah.
Cosmo was actually out of school for 7 months.
Wow.
So which meant he was at home a lot, homeschooling. I was doing home office. And as part of the homeschooling, we finished our second album and made some music videos.
Oh, I'm so glad that you guys used the time to do this creatively, use your inspiration to build art, during this time. Cosmo, sorry you're out of school for all that time. I hope you can go hang out with your mates when you get a chance and all that,
Yeah, well, he's back at school now.
Are you? Cool.
But the funny thing is, on our first album, we have a song called I Don't Want to Go to School Today.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
But then after 7 months not going to school, it was more like I do want to go to school today.
Yeah, because homeschooling is actually worse than normal school.
Well, you miss all the fun bits, right?
Yes.
You still have to do the work, but you don't get to play with your friends.
Yes,
That's
and it's
what it
actually
is.
at home to do it on a computer the whole time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not the same, and it doesn't have the same kind of energy, and they're trying their best under these conditions. And so we all have to kind of be flexible. But I hear what you're saying, Cosmo. I'd rather be hanging out with my mates and learning and being there. And so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it lasts. And if we do have lockdowns again, we just endure it until we can get out again, right? But in the meantime, you keep doing your art, man. I'm so happy about it. I'm so like excited to learn and follow you guys. So we'll look forward to it. And thanks for the education and the inspiration for everyone who's watching. Listen, I want you to tune in to Nigel and Cosmo on the social media channels that you find below our interview today, and we'll look forward to them coming up on FENIX360. Thank you, my brothers. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Okay, take care, mates. Have a good one.
It's 2021, we've been in lockdown. The streets are deserted, it's like a ghost town. It came out of nowhere, the coronavirus. It's affecting our lives in ways not desirous. Everything was closed, shops, libraries and schools. We were learning online and at first it seemed cool. Now I realize school isn't so bad. When I see my friends again, I will be so glad. Now we're going to come out of lockdown. We've been going crazy, stuck at home. We miss you all, family and dear friends. Sometimes the days just seem without end. We have to wear masks on public transport. There's no more planes flying from the airport. We have to wash our hands all of the time. If you don't do it, it's like a crime. Some people don't believe the virus is real. They've watched too much YouTube, maybe that's their deal. We need to come together to stand as one. When this thing's all over, we're gonna have some fun.